Hello again, fourth graders. Yesterday, we were talking about how to be a good reader by always asking what happened and why. We're going to continue today. Let's first review the work we did yesterday. Remember, we made our flip book and we talked about the cause of this boy running over the nail, and his effect was the flat tire. So this is what happened and this is why it happened. I also made the funny example of the man cutting down the tree limb, and he was cutting it down and sitting in the wrong place. And so the effect was he fell off the tree. Okay, so that's the cause and effect. Then we read the Model T story about Henry Ford and his newly developed cars. I asked you to find one example in 1908 and one example in 1913. If you had read the passage, you would have learned that in 1908, Ford wanted to build a car that working people could afford. That's what he wanted. So the effect, what he did, was Ford developed the lowest cost Model T car. Okay? Then in 1913, the handcrafted cars were taking too long to create and cost a lot of money. So Ford developed cars that did not need to be handcrafted and the assembly line, which is what he's very famous for even today. Okay, so this is a great flip book to help you remember to always think about what happened and why. We're going to do it again today with a little more challenging texts and a little extra. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another piece of paper and make one more. Okay, remember you fold it this way, and we're going to cut 4 flaps in it this time. Okay, we already learned about cars and how cars were developed, so we're going to do a bicycle story today. You're going to read, it's called Bicycles First Century, okay? And you're going to find one, what happened and why, cause and effect in the first paragraph, and one in the second paragraph. Now, I'm going to show you something to get you started, okay? So, once you have your flaps, there should be 4. On the first flap, make sure it says Bicycles First Century, paragraph 1, okay? I'm going to give you a hint that the first effect is that the bicycle was a better machine by 1839. So you need to think, what happened and why? Why was the bicycle a better machine in 1839? And that is what I want you to write on the front. Why? So here's a spot right here for you to write it, okay? The next flap is going to be the bicycle's first century, but the second paragraph. And you're going to find what happened is that many riders were hurt if they hit a big rock on their bike. Now, why was that happening? Good readers think, what happened and why? In this area right here, you're going to write why bicyclists were falling when they hit big rocks. Okay? Once you finish those 2, that's the first half, there's 2 more flaps. And I want you to find your own, okay? So think as you read what happened and why. It's lots of historical texts have very, very good evidence of someone seeing something and questioning it, and then it produced something better. And so you're going to read about Fulton and his success, and I want you to create your own cause and effect in the other 2 flaps. Okay? They're in your Schoology folder. Good luck.